Good morning, good morning. This is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa, 914, which is a county in New York. Doing a live video real quick. I'm not going to be up here that long. I want to tell everyone good morning. For those of you that are visiting this page, I want to thank you for your view and your support of this channel and what this particular video is about. And we got a lot of people on this app. And it's mostly the men, it's mostly the beta males that are doing this. It's mostly them. Now, some people may agree with me, some people may not agree with me, but there is a lot of cult stuff going on this YouTube app, especially in the sector that we live in. We have come in contact with these people over the last 3 years. Over the last 3 years, we had to subject ourselves to what they do. And it's awful. And it's tiring. And it's sad. It's unfortunate. Now, you might be saying to yourself, well, Arabia, what is a cult? What is a cult? Some people say that Jehovah Witnesses are a cult. Some people will call other religious organizations cults. Maybe we think they're cults because they have a different belief system than we have. But I firmly believe that there's a difference between. But I firmly believe in what I believe. And I'm starting to see it more and more and more often, especially in this sector. I'm going to tell you something. What they believe in doing things their way. And they want everyone to think like the way they think. They think that no one is an individual. They think no one needs to have their own mind, their own gift of critical thinking. That is the only way you can combat them. That's the only way to combat against these people. And I'm talking seriously. I'm talking seriously from my heart. This is what I believe, and this is what I think. And a lot of people want to know what a cult is. I'm going to explain to you what it is. A cult is an organized group whose sole purpose is to dominate cult members through psychological manipulation. Psychological manipulation. That means they want you to believe what they believe. And if you don't believe what they believe, then you're wrong, and then you're the bad guy, and you're the enemy, and you're the open rival. You're their obstacle to their goals. What are their goals? Money, power, respect. But they don't want to work for it. They want the easy way out. And there's a lot of them that sit on this YouTube app day after day, night after night, doing a whole shift, 7 hours, 8 hours of empty talking. That's what they do. Empty talk. But at the same time, they're asking you for super chats. At the same time, they're asking you to support their channel. At the same time, they're telling you, not asking, but telling you to support their channels financially, even if you don't have the money, even if you don't have it. Oh, they're going to find a way to get it out of you one way or another. And that is their goal. Cult leaders on YouTube are similar to cult leaders in the world. They isolate their members. They isolate their members. That means if you're on YouTube and you're listening to the rabbits don't want you to go nowhere else. And if you do go somewhere else, they don't want you to stay that long. They want you to hurry back and go to their videos, their live videos, with their chats are talking about, with their panels are talking about, which is absolutely nothing. It's usually all about gossip. And these are men doing it. We got a lot of beta males. It's a whole lot of them. You don't believe me? Look at your YouTube channels. Look at this sector that I'm in. hmm There's two different cults that I know of that's in this sector. Buzz Life and the Rabbits. Buzz Life and the Rabbits. And you can't be friends with these people. Only thing they want to do is use you. They have no interest in being your friend. They have no interest of helping you accomplish your goals, your needs, your wants. They have no interest in you, but they want you to have interest in them. And this does sound like a lot of the beta males that we got in this sector of YouTube. A shout out to the chat. Oh, shout out to the chat. It is what it is. And if you're a critical thinker, they definitely don't want you around. Because critical thinking people, what they do most, they question everything. You cannot get away with making a statement to someone that has critical thinking and think that they're not going to ask questions. They're going to ask questions. They're going to be inquisitive. They're going to collect the information that they get and come up with their own reasoning. It is what it is. Critical thinkers, basically, they ask questions, gather relevant information, communicate effectively. Communicate effectively. We admit when we are wrong, and we admit when we don't know the answer. Now, one thing is for sure, no one on this app is perfect. Not me, not you, not nobody. None of us are God Almighty. We're made in the image of God, arm, leg, arm, head, 360 degrees, but that does not make us the supreme God. Do you understand? It is what it is. A shout out to the chat. This is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa 914, which is the Cali, New York, doing another video real quick. For those that are not here, you will catch the playback. I appreciate your view, your support of this channel. Some people will disagree with me. Some people will actually disagree, and it's fine. We can agree to disagree, but let's not be blinded to what's going on this YouTube streets, on this app, and in this sector. And I find it more common with the men than I do with the women. It is the males that are doing it, the beta males. And we all want to know what a beta male is. We all know who they are. They are people that live on social media 24/7. They become emotional and erratic when you question them or when you disagree with them. They don't want to have a democracy. They want to have a dictatorship. That's what they want to have. And the last time I looked, I was not living in China or Cuba or none of those other countries. I live right here in the United States of America. Now you got one of them on this app. He's not even from this country, but he wants to push his beliefs on other people, which is wrong. It's wrong. And he has a large following, a very large following of people that have no concept of who they are. They are zombies. They are mindless people. They're not individuals. They're sheeple. A shout out to the chat. It is what it is. I'm just stating my opinion. This is my opinion. This is my opinion. I'm not speaking up for nobody else. I'm talking for me, Arabia Barbosa, 914, which is the county of New York. I'm speaking up for me because you see them over and over and over again. They'll have their members go in other chats, and what do? They disrupt everything. They bring a lot of discord to your chat. That's why when I see them, I kick them out. I vanquish their asses. And that's why they don't like Arabia Barbosa. Never liked me. They tried to use me in the beginning. But I had to start thinking on a bigger concept, on a bigger level than what they do. They're low vibration people. That's what they are. Half of them live in fear. Half of them don't even have their own place of residence, but they want you to listen to them. They want you to finance them. Ain't nobody here, nobody mama or daddy. I'm not nobody's parent. I'm not taking care of nobody. If I like you, I will follow you. I will listen to you. I will support you. And I've done it before for other YouTube creators. Yes, I did. They call Soda Nation a cult. We were not a cult. We were able to go wherever we wanted to go. We were encouraged to think for ourselves, to use critical thinking, to don't believe everything you hear and everything you see. Don't be manipulated so easily. But sometimes it's not about manipulation. We just want to be friendly with people. We want to make friends. Social media is the last place to make friends. I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You can't be friends with anyone on this app. You can be friendly with them, you can socialize with them, you can support them. And sometimes, and this has happened to me in the past, dealing with some of these male YouTube creators, what they'll do, they'll be like, okay, you do this, you do that, da 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 da. We're gonna go over here, we're gonna go. I don't have to go nowhere but to my own channel and talk my own shit. I don't believe in ganging up on people, piling up on motherfuckers just because they don't like the person. They use manipulation, psychological manipulation to get to you. They use propaganda. They use propaganda. If they're going up against you, oh, trust me, they're going to go up against you and they're going to use propaganda. They're going to repeat the same things over and over about you. They're going to play the same drops about you. The only thing I keep saying to myself, anybody do anything to me now, you just keeping me in the algorithm. That's all you're doing. You're keeping me in the algorithm. A shout out to the chat. We got 4 ghost watchers. Critical thinking is important. Critical thinkers ask questions. We gather relevant information and communicate effectively. Communicate effectively. We admit when we are wrong and we admit when we don't know something. We admit when we don't know something. If there's something I don't know, I'm going to ask questions. If somebody asks me a question and I don't know the answer, I'm going to tell them, look, I don't know, or I am unsure, or let me find out. Let me see if I can find out what's going on with that. That's how I answer that. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Yeah. But like I said, it is what it is, and we got a bunch of bullshitting motherfuckers on this app. And it's mostly the men. It's mostly the men. I see the men doing it more than anyone else. I call them beta males. And everybody knows how I feel about beta males. Everybody knows how I feel and what I think about them. And it is what it is. I may be right, I may be wrong, but I am correct about what I think about some of these men on this YouTube app, especially those that call themselves YouTube creators. And if you find out that they have monetized pages, they want everyone to celebrate those pages. They want everyone to financially support them. They are not the IRS. They are not tax collectors. They are not bill collectors. They are not rent collectors. Half of these people don't even pay no rent anywhere. Half of these people don't even grocery shop. Half of these people don't go to the laundromat. Half of these people don't clean up in their own houses. Half of these people like to go out to eat. There's nothing wrong with going out to eat. They like to go to the bodegas. But I can't live anywhere without a refrigerator. That's not going to happen. It's not. It's impossible to live without certain appliances in your home. I don't care if it's an apartment. I don't care if it's a studio. I don't care if it's a flat. I don't care if it's a condo. I don't care if it's a house. You cannot live without certain things being run correctly in that house. You have to have a stove. You have to have a refrigerator. You have to have a kitchen. You have to have a bedroom. You have to have a working bathroom. You have to have lights going on in your house. And some of us, we're paying for cable services. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Yes, I complain about me having to go to work. But at least I'm not a slave to YouTube. I don't have to sit on my front porch and tell people, oh, donate to me. It's my coffee donation thing. I don't have to do that. If people give me anything, I thank them. I thank them. One hand washeth the other. There's nothing wrong with supporting other people outside of yourself. There's nothing wrong with supporting other people outside of yourself. If you feel that's what you want to do, that's what you do. But don't let anyone use a psychological manipulation on you. Please don't let them do that. Don't let them do it. They will drain you dry. I'm not talking about financially. I'm talking about spiritually. I'm talking about mentally. I'm talking about emotionally. That's what I'm talking about. And they say you got to have thick skin to be on this sector of YouTube and other sectors of YouTube. Every sector of YouTube is not safe to be in. Every sector of YouTube is not safe to be in, all of them. That's why, like, if I'm leaving from one YouTube creator's channel, I'll go and look at a movie. I'll go and look at the people doing haircuts. I'll go and find out information on my research project. I'll go and make phone calls. I'll go outside this house. I'll go to work. I'll do whatever I have to do to make sure that I balance everything out because it can happen. You can entwine your life with social media and it doesn't pan out well. We got professional panhandlers on YouTube and they're all males. They're the biggest beggars I've ever known. They are low down and trifling. Drag shop, no name, off brand, drag nasty bums. Professional panhandlers that believe in using manipulation to get what they want. And they have nothing to offer you. They have nothing to offer you. And if they say that they support what you're doing, no, they're using you. That's what they do. The cult leaders on this app is ridiculous. They are absolutely ridiculous. And I've said it over and over and over again. What do I call them? I call them clowns. If I say it in English, I say it in Spanish. Payaso. Payaso. That means clowns in Spanish. Now, if I want to go a little bit further, I'll use Swahili to say what I gotta say. Migundu. Migundu means asshole. Because I basically like to insult people when they fuck with me or when they try to fuck with my intelligence or try to fuck with any of my people on YouTube. A shout out to the chat. Kumezo. Kumeza means to swallow it. Swallow what I'm saying about these dudes. And it's not a mystery. It's not a mystery. It is awful. It is awful to be on YouTube and have to deal with the beta males all the time. Beta males, they have unclear boundaries. They are people pleasers. They get frustrated by their own insecurities. They don't respect themselves. You know? They have no leadership qualities about them. The women on this app got more leadership qualities with them. And I've seen it before. Way before I came to this year in 2020. This is 2024. I first came on YouTube in 2013, listening to different YouTube creators. And even then, the women outranked the men. The women were better YouTube creators. They were better at moderation. They were better at everything. The males suck. They truly do. And I feel sorry for the people that follow them. I feel sorry for the people that follow these beta males around. They don't mean you any good. They don't wish you well. They don't. Because when you change your mind about them, you change your course, then all of a sudden you become the biggest enemy. Now you are the open rival. Now you are the one that they have to go after. And it's not just one, it's a whole group because they cannot stand alone. These people are afraid to stand by themselves. The critical thinkers, the real leaders, they stand by themselves. They stand on their word. If they say they're going to do something, they go ahead and do it. There is no problem with them. Shout out to them. Shout out to my YouTube creators. Shout out to my subscribers, my support team, my moderators, those that write in my comment section, those that sit in my chats. Some days we be having good days, other days we be having bad days. It's all in the game. This is YouTube. This is YouTube, right? But at the same time, we can't allow these cults to survive. We can't allow them to flourish. We can't allow them to go unchecked. Because if you allow them to do that, oh, they're going to drain you. They are going to drain you of everything. Your own self identity. They're going to take that away from you. You got motherfuckers up on here, call themselves men, sit somewhere on a computer somewhere, and when someone disagrees with them or someone that enters their chat that they do not like, trust me, all hell breaks loose. They do it more than the women do it. Shout out to the women on YouTube. Shout out to you. Yep. And basically, that's all it is. That's all it is. The beta males, they are ashamed of who they are. They're not natural leaders, and they're usually sidekicks for the alpha males. They can't stand on their own. They're almost like turkeys. In the animal kingdom, a beta would get nothing. They hardly get anything to eat. They are allowed to have nothing. It's the alpha males that are allowed to have everything. Look on every part of society, even if you do your study on history in different countries, you will see what I'm saying is true. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. It is what it is. This is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa, 914, which is the county of New York. Doing another video real quick. Getting ready to conduct my day. That's why I do my videos so early in the morning. Because I got a full life outside of this YouTube app. I listen to who I want to listen to. I go and visit them. When I get ready to visit them, I enjoy them. If I enjoy you, I'm going to support you. If I like you, I'm going to support you. And trust me, if I could be a supporter of Tommy Sotomayor from 2013 all the way to 2021, how many years does that make? Let's see, let's do the math. 23, 2024, let's do the math. Well, actually, 2013, 2021, let's do the math on that, which is very simple. 8 years. 8 years. 8 years. That's the longest I have ever been subscribed to anyone. The longest. Around the same time I was subscribed to him, I was subscribed to Tanya TKO and Cynthia G. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. I'm subscribed to different YouTube female creators in this sector. I don't see myself going anywhere soon. I see myself being there for the next couple of years. However long they want to be on YouTube, whatever they want to do, I'm going to support. I'm going to like, I'm going to share. I'm going to be there. Even if I don't do videos. Even if I no longer do one more video after my birthday. And my birthday is actually next week. But shout out to the ones that gave me happy birthday wishes. Shout out to the ones that supported my birthday. Shout out to you. I got more support this year than I had last year. Let's say that again. I got more support for my birthday this year than what I had last year. Shout out to them. Shout out to the ones that support me. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. I got subscribers that have been with me for over a year, almost 2 years. Shout out to them. Trust me. And it feels good. You don't have to have 300 people with you for 2, 3 years. You can have two, three, four, five. You could even have one. It'll be just fine. It'll be just fine. You come into the world alone, you're going to leave alone. An empty wagon. An empty wagon makes a lot of noise, but a full wagon is very quiet. And we got a lot of male YouTube creators that are empty wagons. They're empty wagons, empty vessels of nothing. Basura la calle, basura de la calle, basura de la calle. A lot of the male YouTube creators, betas, a lot of them. Simps, a lot of them. Skirt chasers, a lot of them. Liars on their own dicks, a lot of them. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. I'd rather ride with the females more than I want to ride with the men. Not all the men. Some of you guys are good. And the ones that are good are the ones that got the trades. The ones that are working jobs every day. Those are the ones I follow. Those are the ones I listen to. I don't want to listen to a dude that's on a fucking computer all day. I don't want to listen to a book nerd all day. If you out there in the field doing what you need to do, I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to watch your videos. Now shout out to the chat. And that's real. I'm just saying what I do. There are a lot of males on this YouTube app. You don't even know they got a page. You don't know that they got a page until you press onto their name and then you see, oh my God, this person got a page. Why didn't they tell me they got a page? I go over there, watch their page, like and share the page, like their page, support them. Because they don't blab who they are. They don't have to blab. They're secure in who they are. They don't have to tell the whole world. You got some motherfuckers that will come into your chat, type in your chat, and be like, oh, can I drop my link? Hell no, you can't drop your link over here, nigga. Go over there and build your shit. But shout out to the men that got channels and you don't even know until you press on to their name. You could be all sit in the same chat. And now I see why they only ride in certain circles. They don't go everywhere. They got their own channels. Over 100 subscribers. Doing well for themselves. They are secure in what they're doing. It is what it is. Trouble don't last always. And this too shall pass. Soon come. Trouble on these YouTube streets will not last forever. The beefs will not last forever. The doxing will not last forever. The stalking will not last forever. But sometimes when you see somebody doing something to you and it's being constantly done, you have the right to come on your channel and speak out against whoever is doing something to you. You don't have to take it out on other people. That's not necessary. We got a lot of sheep on this app. We got a lot of sheep. But it is what it is. You can't change their mind. If that's who they want to support, that's who they want to love, that's what they gonna do. You can't change people's minds. The only thing you can do is put it out there, what you think and what you believe and what you see going on. And I'm not no reporter on YouTube. I don't give a fuck what's going on YouTube. I just saying how I feel about certain things. And I keep it just like that. And a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people don't like that. A lot of people want me to not say anything. You know why they don't want me to say anything? Because I'm not riding with them. I once rode with you, but I don't ride with you anymore. Get over it. You'll be all right. Mm-hmm. And one thing I can say about my YouTube female creators, they enjoy when you support them. And guess what? Guess what? They show more love. Than, man, shoot. They show more love than the male YouTube creators. A lot of them. And I'm talking about the beta males. The beta males that sit on here all day on a fucking computer and talk about nothing. Gossiping. That's what they want to do. They want to be women. It is what it is. I'm out of here. Y'all have an awesome Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend because I'm sure going to enjoy the rest of mine. Peace out, y'all. We'll catch you in another video on someone else's chat, perhaps.